I'm going to show you a funnel concept that can double your qualified bookings overnight, and I'm going to show you it in the next 2 minutes. Here we have a traditional funnel. What happens in a traditional funnel is the person comes in, they go through a qualification step. If they're not qualified, they're sent to a DQ page, which does not trigger the pixel. If they are qualified, they're sent to a booking page, which does trigger the pixel. Here's how conditional logic works and how it can squeeze out a lot more money from the bookings you're already getting. So we break buyers into 3 tiers. Tier 1 is very qualified. They have plenty of money. They would be the ones that are getting through on the first try on the original funnel. Tier 3 has a lot less money, and they would normally be disqualified. They're the people you don't want filling calendar space because you can't really help. Tier 2, though, is people that are right on the edge, right? They may be newer to business, but they may have more money set aside or whatever else fits your qualifications, but can sometimes get disqualified. So conditional logic works the same way for the most qualified person. They come in, if they're qualified, they're sent to a pixeled booking page, and then they're sent to your tier 1 closer, your most skilled salesperson. But it works a little bit differently if you don't pass the initial qualification. Instead, you're sent to a secondary qualification page. Now, this one goes more in depth and it adds more friction because it has more questions, but it can get us a more accurate analysis of if that person is potentially qualified. Now, in the case of our tier 2 person, who is an edge case scenario, in the second qualification, they're deemed qualified, and so they're sent to a booking page. Now, this booking page does not have a pixel on it, because in case this person is too edge case, right, or they should be a DQ, we don't want to send that data back to Facebook. We just want to send the data of the most qualified people, the $3 sign person. But this edge case scenario person can now book on, and they are sent to a second tier salesperson's calendar. So they're not filling slots on your top tier closer's calendar, but they are still getting a chance to book in and potentially end up purchasing. This is where the most gain is had. It's in those people that normally would have just been sent away that are now being let through without taking slots on your most talented salesperson's calendar. If after the second qualification stage, the tier 3 is still not qualified, then they are sent to a downsell page where you're able to help liquidate some of your ad spend costs and potentially help nurture them to a spot where in the future you are able to. If you'd like my conditional logic snapshot so you can just plug it into your funnel today, put in the comments the word logic and